Where have all the thieves in China gone? Public safety here hit 98% plus again. Stealing doesn't just get you in trouble. It almost feels pointless. And no, this isn't the answer the internet wants. We're going to get into this video and talk about 4 factors. Hey, this is Chris. Welcome back to the channel. I've lived in China now for over 16 years. And the question I still get more and more is China safe when it comes to theft? Or is this all just a show for the cameras? Stay with me. By the end of this video, you're gonna understand exactly why petty theft feels like it vanished here, and why copying it in the US is a lot harder than people think. All right, let me paint you a picture. I've sat down at coffee shops and people next to me have gotten up and walked away. They've left their phones on the table, their bags, their purses, and their laptop. And where did they go? They went to the bathroom. They walked outside the door and went to a local market. And nobody was watching their stuff. They left it on the table. And nobody swipes it. Nobody rips it off. It's amazing. And I mean it. They walk away. They don't look back. Nobody has ever asked me to watch their stuff when they take off. They just walk away to go do their business because they know when they come back that their stuff will still be sitting on the table right where they left it. And when I say nobody touches it, that's not propaganda. That's real life in China. I've watched phones accidentally left behind on metro seats. I've seen wallets and bags handed straight to station staff. I've walked home at 1 a.m. with AirPods in, not scanning every shadow like I used to back in the States. And look, I'm not saying China has zero crime. No country does. But everyday stuff Americans stress about: phone snatch, bag grab, somebody cleaning out your car in a Walmart parking lot. That energy is just quieter here. Doesn't exist. The real question isn't, is China safe? The real question is why. I don't think the reasons are mysterious. It really comes down to 4 things: economy, technology, community policing, and education. And I'm gonna break every one of them down in this video, including the part that will make Americans uncomfortable. Okay, let's get into this. According to official data, in 2025, China's public sense of safety reached 98.23%, the 6th consecutive year above 98%. You can argue about how they measure it. Fine, argue. But I'm not here for that. But I'm telling you what it feels like on the ground after 16 years. And that feeling, it's not an accident. Here's where it gets interesting. First, the economy. Over the last few decades, China's economy has grown more than tenfold. Today, millions of people can make a decent living delivering food, driving ride-hail cars, working in factories, running small shops. You name it, people can do it here. Is it glamorous? No. Is it a path? Yes. Here's the math nobody wants to say out loud. Stealing a phone might only get you a few hundred RMB. Getting caught? Jail time, criminal record, and not to mention serious consequences for your future. Jobs, housing, the whole road ahead. When most people can build a decent life through honest work, crime naturally becomes less attractive. Now, does this happen in the US? I hope you're still watching, because this is the part that stings. In a lot of American cities, you've got people who feel locked out. Cost of living through the roof, entry jobs that can't even pay rent, and a justice system where low-level theft sometimes feels like a shrug. Catch and release. You've got stores locking up toothpaste. You've got pharmacies putting deodorant behind glass. I'm not blaming individuals for being desperate. I'm saying the incentive structure is broken. In China, the system is screaming that work is the better bet. In too many places back home, the system is whispering, maybe it isn't. And that is the truth. But money alone doesn't explain phones sitting untouched on subway seats, because even desperate people exist everywhere. So what stops the ones who still might try? Stay with me, because reason number 2 is the one that makes the Western media lose their mind. Number 2, technology. Public spaces here are widely covered by surveillance cameras, facial recognition, data analysis, the whole stack. And love it or hate it, it makes crimes much easier to investigate. Simply put, it's much harder getting away with breaking the law. You're not disappearing into the crowd the way you might in a big American city. Now, I already know what half of the comments are gonna say. Police state, Big Brother, I'd never live like that. These kids who just got out of these cars, they sure don't mind. They're living the dream here in China. All young people driving these cars, Ferraris. This girl right here got out of the blue one. Beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm not here to tell you what to think. I've never been that guy. But I want you to sit with an uncomfortable question. What's freer than walking home at midnight without gripping the keys between your fingers, or having freedom and checking your back every block as you walk? I know, I lived both. In the US, we treat cameras like villains in a movie. Why? In China, a lot of ordinary people simply treat them like everyday streetlights. Boring, expected. Part of the reason why grandma lets the kids run ahead in the mall. Does that trade-off have costs? Yes, every system does. Does it crush petty theft also? Yes. You don't have to like the cameras, but you do have to admit the results on the streets. All right, reason number 3. This one doesn't get enough credit. Stay with me. It's gonna get good. Number 3, community policing. Chinese cities have neighborhood police stations and regular patrols. In rural areas, they have local officers and community security networks. The systems help deal with problems early and keep public order. This isn't SWAT kicking down doors for a stolen bike. This is someone knows the block. Somebody shows up when the arguments start and not when an ambulance does. Does this happen in the US in a lot of places? No. Defunding debates, response times that feel like forever. In the US, officers are stretched thin across giant areas. And communities where calling the police feels like it's rolling the dice on whether it helps or makes it worse. Here, the presence is more dense, more local, more like we're already here. Is it perfect? I lean towards yes. Is it invisible until you kind of need it? Yes. And that's kind of the point. Good order is boring. Boring is underrated. But here's the piece Americans almost never talk about because you can't export it in a shipping container. Reason 4, and this one starts with kids. So number 4, education. Chinese children are taught from an early age to respect other people's property. Schools also provide legal education. Over time, that becomes part of everyday social behavior. Kids, teenagers, and adults. So, if someone leaves behind a wallet or a phone, many people's first instinct is to hand it in to staff instead of taking it for themselves. I've seen it more than once, and it simply wasn't some staged video for a tourist. It's just normal. And is that social trust or what? And is that something that the West has lost? Agree or disagree? But do me a favor, leave a comment below. In the US, we're amazing at teaching our kids their rights. Question, are we weaker at teaching them the responsibilities to strangers they'll never meet? And when the culture shrugs at finders keepers, don't act shocked when the subway seat becomes a free upgrade for someone else. Culture is technology too. It just takes a generation to install. Of course, no country is perfect. If you came here looking for me to say, one side is heaven, the other is hell, you came to the wrong channel. But for many first-time visitors to China, the feeling of being safe is one of the strongest impressions they take back home. And that is the truth. After 16 years here, living in China, I still notice it every single week. I came here for a better life. I stayed because I found it. And this video just explains another reason on why. And for property safety, that was a huge part of that decision. Again, just walking around, stumbled into something. It looks like a concert is ending. I'm like at the back door and the band members are exiting. Let me check this out for a second. Okay, she's gonna be on YouTube. Hello.
快点啊，快点啊！娘娘们帮我们拍一个，我当事人的审美，好吗？开始当我第一个。
So where have all the thieves gone? They didn't vanish into thin air. They got out-competed by jobs that pay enough to matter, by cameras that turn maybe I won't get caught into I will, by police who live on the block instead of arriving after the damage is done, and to a culture that trains the kids to hand the wallet back. Americans keep asking why stores keep locking up toothpaste. In China, they're leaving phones on subway seats and laptops on cafe tables. And nobody rips it off. You don't have to move here. You don't have to agree with every trade-off. But if your definition of freedom includes looking over your shoulder every day you go out for a nightly walk, maybe, just maybe, it's time to ask if that freedom is actually free. If you're an American or anywhere from the West, I want to hear your take on this video. So do me a favor, comment below. I read every single one. I really do. Here's a question to be answered in the comment section. Can the US rebuild this kind of everyday safety? Let me know. So hey, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. I truly appreciate it. And do me a favor, don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate your support. I couldn't do it without you. So everybody, be good, be safe. This is Chris, signing off from China. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.